This Saturday, the focus is on sustainability, style and community spirit in West Clare. A special pop-up shop takes place at Miltown Malbay Community Centre with a wide range of pre-loved clothes, shoes and much more besides. The event's encouraging people to embrace the reduce, reuse, recycle message, all while picking up some great finds. And it is all for a very good cause as well. And to tell us more, delighted to be joined by one of the organisers on the line, Fiona Whyte. Fiona, how are you?
Great. Thanks, Alan.
Thanks very much for joining us. And you were with us last November to chat about the pop-up shop that was in the community centre at that stage, and clearly a roaring success given its return.
Yes, the pop-up shop was in November, approximately 6 months ago. We had 32 stands at the time, all selling men's, women's, children's clothes and accessories. So it was a great success on the day, extremely well attended. After the event then, I suppose, we looked for feedback from the stall holders, and people wanted a couple of things. They wanted a 2-day event if possible, and they also wanted, I suppose, to reduce the number of stands, because some people, particularly shoppers, mentioned that they found it somewhat overwhelming, the amount of stands and the amount of clothing available to purchase. So what we did was we looked at the number of stands, and this time round we have 23 stands in total in the main hall of the community centre. So significantly less than the last time, but this then will allow for, I suppose, a more comfortable shopping experience. People can circulate, people can look at the items, they can try them on. And I suppose it'll just be easier for shoppers. So again, we have a mix of pre-loved male, female, children's clothes and accessories. And we have a focus this time around too on teenagers and young adults clothing. We've designer labels, we've high street clothing, boho, vintage clothing, something for everybody. And we just particularly, I suppose, want to get that word out to the teenagers and younger age group, because we know they're particularly interested in reusing, recycling and the environment.
Yeah, and a great way of tackling the trend of fast fashion. At that point about reduced stalls though, and I can see the logic in the reasons that people gave to you, but were you a little surprised that, Fiona? It almost seems counterintuitive. Generally people like, the phrase the more choice the better, but being asked to reduce the amount of stalls, were you at all surprised at that?
I think it was more around the space wasn't sufficient enough to allow for easy circulation. So, for example, you had mothers in there with buggies, etc., and it was difficult for them to get around the actual stalls. There was a significant number. So we had the main hall was full of stalls. We also had upstairs in the mezzanine area, which had stalls as well. So it was quite packed, if you like, and I could see that there would have been difficulty for older people, maybe with mobility problems, getting around, difficulty in getting the space to actually try on clothing. So I think from a comfort perspective, it was easier for us to reduce the number of stands this time round. Now, we did try to get the community centre for the 2 days, for the Saturday and Sunday, but the community centre doesn't at this point in time open on a Sunday, so that wasn't a runner for us. So I suppose from that, there were the reasons really given. It was somewhat overwhelming for people to try to work around the number of stalls and the number of stands on the day. Which is
very understandable. And and look, it's even if it is just one day, I'm sure it's going to be very beneficial for the good cause it is being hosted in aid of, which is Irish Guidedogs for the Blind. Fiona, tell us a bit about the linking in with them and trying to raise funds for them.
Well, the Irish Guidedogs for the Blind, the last time round they had a stand with us. This time round, they're going to run the coffee shop. So they're going to run the cafe. They're going to have home-baked treats, teas, coffees available. We didn't have this the last time. So this will be, I suppose, another enjoyable experience for the shoppers. They can come in, they can have a wander around, go out, sit down, have a cup of coffee and a snack, go back in again if they so wish, or just catch up with people and have it as a social element to the day. And the proceeds all go to the guide dogs. The Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind. We just want to mention that it's free admission. to anybody. There's plenty car parking on the street and in the church car park for people that would be trying to get into to the event. We have people travelling that have taken stands. We have people travelling from Lissycasey, North Clare, Ennis, Kilrush, who have taken stands. And I suppose what the message we want to get out there is that we're willing to support any group or any organisation to replicate this event in any other part of Clare. We're willing to provide information, to provide support, because we think it's worthy of replicating elsewhere. And given the distances people are travelling to take stands at this pop-up shop, the concept could be easily replicated. So if we can help anybody who's interested in doing this into the future, we're very much available to do that.
And that's great to hear. And I know last November's pop-up shop ran from 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Is it a similar time frame for this Saturday's event?
It's 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. this year. Just to allow people that bit of time to set up beforehand. We don't get in until 9 o'clock in the morning, so to set up beforehand and to take down afterwards. So 10 until 4, which is plenty time for people to pick up their bargain on the day.
That is for sure, and I'm sure there will be many bargains to be found for all ages. So head along to the pop-up shop in Miltown Malbay Community Centre this coming Saturday from 10 until 4. Fiona Whyte, one of the organisers, thanks for joining us, Fiona, and hope it all goes very well and you raise a lot of money for Irish Guide Dogs for the Blind.
Thanks very much, Ellen.